Welcome to the kitchen table where the champions of all budget decks battle it out in the gauntlet for bragging rights and most of all for your viewing pleasure. You can also join in the fun and win some prizes like the secret lair. The only thing you need to do is to predict who the winner will be of the next match and leave it in the comments below. This match is between the Phoenixes and the TREEFOLKs. Bram, tell us something more about these decks.
This Phoenix deck is a red-white control deck that plays 14 fiery birds, 14 phoenixes, and it also plays a lot of mass removal. From Solar Blaze to Cleansing Nova, destroying all the creatures on the board is what the Phoenix deck does best, because Phoenixes, they will always rise again. This TREEFOLK tribal deck is primarily a green deck, but it splashes black and a little bit of white for some legendary TREEFOLK. This is more a mid-range deck that plays a lot of creatures which synergize very good with each other. The deck needs to play Doran the Siege Tower and of course the two versions of Colfinor.
My pick for today, the Phoenix shall rise.
Fight! TREEFOLK versus Phoenixes. The TREEFOLK have some trees running around the forest and they also have a timber protector, giving other TREEFOLK indestructible, and this is a card they can use against the Phoenixes. The deck is about mass removal like Nevinyrral's Disc and a lot of Phoenixes that are coming back, like the Phoenix of Ash, two cards that are in the hand of the Phoenix player. Let's go, let's see who's going to start. I think it's going to be the TREEFOLK, and they start with a tapped forest and a TREEFOLK Harbinger. They are going to search for another TREEFOLK called the Boros Garrison, and then we go to the Phoenixes. And the Phoenixes will start with a Temple of Triumph, scrying a card to the bottom, and we go back to the TREEFOLK. And of course the second forest is coming with the Boros Garrison, and this card makes other TREEFOLK cheaper. It also makes Shamans cheaper. Here we go, a Boros Garrison, it's a 1/3. Back to the land of the flying birds, back to the Phoenixes now. They of course feel confident with all their mass removal, so confident they don't play their talisman but just a tapped land. And back to the trees. And let's see, there is a Balagat Recovery that can also be played as a land, being a sanctuary, an attack, and then back to the Phoenixes. Here is another Phoenix of Ash. And here is another land now. Are we going to see the talisman, or we can also have a Phoenix enter the battlefield? It's going to be the Talisman of Conviction. And then we head back to the trees. Now the TREEFOLK, they have Murmuring Bosk, and that is a very cool card because it gives 3 colors and can also come into play untapped. If we reveal a TREEFOLK, and there he is, Timber Protector, and this is the card we want to see. If you're rooting for the TREEFOLK, this is the one that's going to win the match, because Indestructible is very strong against all the mass removal and also boosting all the other trees. 3 damage. Now, oh my god, here is the solution. Here is the solution. That was the only card that really could upset the TREEFOLK. The card's name is of course Balance. And now we are going to see a clinic on how to play Balance, because Boros Garrison takes a land back to the hand of the Phoenix player, and now Balance. So sacrificing 3 TREEFOLKs, sacrificing a land, that is going to be the Balagat Sanctuary. And the TREEFOLK are back from 5 lands with the Banneret to only 3 lands. Now Phoenix player of course discarding Phoenixes because they are coming back, and still 2 mask removals. But this is an interesting card. Life Crafter's Bestiary is the card you want to draw against control decks. Let's see if the TREEFOLK can bounce back. A land and probably a Phoenix for the Phoenix player. Let's see which one is it going to be. Is there a Phoenix escaping from the graveyard, or is it just played from the hand? It's played from the hand. It's Akoum Firebird. And of course that has haste and that attacks 17/17, scrying 1 to the bottom, drawing a card. It's a land. Here is Leaf Crowned Elder, and this card has kinship, and that means at the beginning of the upkeep we will look at the top card of the library, and if it shares a creature type we play it for free. So very good card. Also the race is still on. Back to the Phoenixes. They draw a Tormenting Voice, and they also have of course some mass removal in their hand. There's also a Phoenix in the graveyard that can escape back, and it looks like the Phoenix player is tapping for the Phoenix of Ash. Seeing that we're not getting any damage, comes into play with a +1/+1 counter on it, so it's also a 3/3 with haste. Like the Akoum Firebird, some cards are being exiled. 6 power in the air, 3s to 11. And now, is the Leaf Crowned Elder working his magic? Let's see what's on top. We scryed 1 to the bottom, and now Reach of Branches. It's not a creature, but it is a TREEFOLK spell. So we get a 3/2/5 TREEFOLK Shaman. So a token comes into play for free. That's nice. That's good. That can put a little bit of pressure back onto the Phoenixes. And now we draw a card, and it's a land. That's also good, because now we can play a creature, the Wicker Ball Elder. And of course we can draw an extra card from the Life Crafter's Bestiary. And that's a Thorn-Tooth Witch. Also a very good card against the Phoenixes, as it can give creatures +3/-3 when you play a TREEFOLK. Meanwhile, we are back to the land of the Rising Bird. We are back to the Phoenixes. Now I think we're going to see an attack like the Leaf Crown Elder did in the previous turn. And that's going to be an attack with a boost or not. The Phoenixes have the opportunity to put the TREEFOLK player at 1, but only dealing 6 damage. She's going to play it safe, and now there comes the Day of Judgment. Destroying all creatures. And now it's back to square 1 for the TREEFOLK. They had some momentum going. Let's see if they still can bounce back. It's going to be difficult with the Phoenix of Ash. And now Tormenting Voice is going to put some cards into the graveyard. More Phoenixes are being drawn. And here is Sapling of Colfinor, indestructible and life gain. That's exactly what you want to have against the Phoenixes. Can the TREEFOLK come back? That would be a miracle. I'm rooting for them. But first we're going to see an attack from some fiery birds. Now which Phoenixes are coming back? Phoenix player plays another Phoenix of Ash. But she's not able to boost it. So it's going to be 3 damage, no lethal damage. And now, the most anticipated turn. Here is an Evolving Wild still. We're going to look for a mountain. There it is. Tapped into play. Back to the trees. First scry. Land goes to the bottom or not. Now we're going to take the land. Play the land. And now, here is the attack. I'm now hoping for a TREEFOLK. Here we go. No, it's a forest. It's a forest. No life gained, and that's going to be lethal. The attack still does 2 damage. There is still a Thorn-Tooth Witch coming onto the battlefield just to show you the nice flavor of the card, because this is all over. It is Phoenix time. Phoenixes will take it down.
Game over.
Now you can join our leaderboard too by predicting who will be the winner of the next match and leave it in the comments below. And maybe you can win a secret lair or one of our 3 special boosters. Now if you want some more information about the tournament series, check out the link here. If you need some help predicting who will be the winner of the next match, check out the deck tech videos. And remember,
always keep it casual.